What is up, you guys? This is my first impressions of Sahara, the Flower Samurai, and basically this series is a I don't know if it's shown. I think it's shown in well, Manga Stream picked it up and it came out today, so I don't know if it's shown in or seinen. But sorry, I'm a bit tired. But anywho, basically I'm gonna talk about the setting of the story, then the plot and the two main characters, and then I'm going to give you an overall summary of the chapter and share my overall thoughts on it. So, and I don't know if I'll pick up the series to review. I'll see how it goes for the first couple of chapters, and then I'll just pick it up and yeah. But it gives me that old school vibe of series that I used to watch. It really does. Of anime I used to watch back in the day. So, but anywho, first off, the setting of the story. It's basically on a desert. I don't know if it's Earth or just a desert, or just like some random desert planet that's very scarce on water and plant life. And it's at the point where small twigs are worth a freaking fortune. Like a small cherry blossom twig is worth a freaking fortune. And basically, like, people, like, they actually seclude themselves on on top of rocky plateaus to stay safe from the desert, because the desert is apparently very dangerous. And the reason why is because there are not only bandits and marauders there, but there are also these giant dudes roaming about the desert, known as and like these giant armored dudes roaming about the desert, known as automated warriors. And they're massive. Like, one dude in the chapter, like, one warrior, like, he intercepted a freaking he intercepted an airship. But granted, the airship was like in the air. It was in the air, yeah. It was in the air, and its arm came down on it with a freaking axe, cut it in freaking half, and then bam, call it a freaking damn day. So yeah, it's no joke over there in that world. So when it comes to the plot, basically our two main characters, Sahara and Yae, they're going to travel together to because they have the same end game destination, which is the World Tree, and both of them have different reasons for going to the World Tree. So first off, let me talk about Sahara, the main character of the story. Sahara, he's basically this dude that's roaming around, and he loves he loves flowers. He's like he just loves them, and basically there's a lot of mystery to this character. We don't know anything about him at all. The only bit of characterization that we got from him is that he loves flowers. Not only that, but he's a skilled he's actually quite skilled, because he fought against one of the automated warriors by himself. And this actually ties into Yae's flashback, because Yae came across a bunch of automated warriors that were turned into trees. And I'll get onto the automated warriors later as I'm going through the summary of the chapter. But and Yae's father deducted that somebody did this to them, and she witnesses him, Sahara, to completely turning this automated warrior into a freaking tree. So and not only that, but he carries a mysterious weapon where it's like a sword. It's supposed to be like a sword, but when he takes it out, it can either be he can actually transform it into this leaf type whip, or he can also transform it into a giant dandelion. And his main weapon, he can transform it into a cherry blossom jite, and he uses that to turn the automated warrior into a freaking cherry blossom tree. So when it comes to his personality, he's very laid back, and he does seem smart because in the flashback where they showed him holding a woman, like he basically he looked like as if he was a scientist because he had the glasses, the lab coat on, and everything. So I'm assuming that he was a scientist at one point. And also for equipment, he also carries like this the traditional samurai mask, but like it's like that, but it's actually a hazmat mask. So that's another thing for him. But anywho, he's very laid back, and even in dire situations, he's like laid back, calm, and calm, cool, collected, and stuff like that. When when they were being held hostage by the bandits this chapter. So that's basically who Sahara is. But there's a lot of mystery to his character and stuff like that. So now on to Ye, because we pretty much got Ye's endgame goal, and we don't know why Sahara wants to go to the World Tree. We really don't. But Ye, when it comes to her ending goal, basically as a kid, here's characterization for her. She traveled with her father, researching plants, and her father was slowly dying, and he basically told her that even though he's on his deathbed right now and stuff like that, he's beginning to think and miss about his homeland and stuff like that. Even though he left just to so that he could so that he can go research other plants throughout the world and stuff like that. And he had no intention of ever returning back. But now that he's dying and stuff like that, he's actually quite surprised to see that he's actually going to start missing. He's actually missing his homeland again. So after he died, Ye made it her goal to basically take her father's ashes as well as a branch, a twig of cherry blossom, and take it to the World Tree so she can release her father's ashes there, because that's where her father is originally from. The world from the World Tree. Like I think there's a village surrounding the World Tree or like inside the World Tree that her father is from. So yeah, and from then on they just start traveling with each other, but it's more so like a contract thing. Basically, Ye won't let Sahara travel with her unless he actually provides her with protection and be her bodyguard and stuff like that. And Sahara accepts. So that's how they're working right now. And then she said that she's gonna reveal the location to where the World Tree is. Honestly, I don't know if Ye actually knows full on where the World Tree is. Her dad probably told her where it is and stuff like that. But I feel like there's gonna be like a twist somewhere along the line where Ye is gonna actually say she actually doesn't know where the World Tree is, because apparently the World Tree is actually something that was kept hidden from other people. And it's actually a hidden place that people that regular people aren't allowed to go to. So yeah, but anywho, so that's pretty much it for the characters, the plot, and the characterization and stuff like that. Now on to their the summary of the chapter and stuff like that. So Sahara, he arrives at a city, and yo, this city reminds me of the city from Avatar: The Last Airbender. What was that one city? Oh shit. The city of Omashu? I think it was Omashu, where Boomy, he was the king and stuff like that. Yeah, it looked it reminded me straight up of Omashu. And basically Sahara travels there, and he spends like 10,000 yen on half a bottle of water. So that shows you like how scarce it is. And then he sees some little kids and actually shares the water with them and stuff like that. Then he sees somebody getting hassled, and that person was trying to get like an airship ride to the next town. But the dude was like overpricing her and ripping her off and stuff like that. And then she drops her, and then it was revealed to be Ye, and she drops her vial. And then Sahara gives it to her, and that's how they both met. So then the airship takes off without them, and basically Sahara Sahara grabs Ye, and then he's like, it's been a while since he traveled in the air. Oh yeah, and that's another means. Basically they travel in the air to avoid going through the desert. People who with money, they travel through the air to avoid going through the desert when they're traveling from town to town. Because like I said, they have the whole shit with the freaking automated warriors and the bandits. So they stow away on the ship, but then they began to realize the ship is actually like shortly after they stowed away, they began to realize the ship began to get hijacked. And sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. But and they get captured. So then after everybody's stripped of their belongings and stuff like that, the bandit leader notices Sahara's vial, and he sees the and Sahara, I think she has 2 vials, one with her father's ashes and the other one with her with the cherry blossom twig. He sees the vial with the cherry blossom twig and he takes it, and I think he also takes the vial her dad's ashes vial. I don't really remember, but and I'm saying a lot of shit. But he takes the vial and he says he could sell this for a fortune and stuff like that, since it's a plant that's still in good condition. And so then what happens then? Basically, they're flying. One of the bandits takes over the ship, and he flies. Starts to fly, and he starts to fly towards the freaking sandstorm. And so then freaking Sahara, he starts he's basically calm and chilled about it, chilled and stuff like that. And basically he's like, yo, you know what, let him go and stuff like that. And he starts talking about the flowers and stuff like that, because this dude, he loves the fuck out of flowers. And then the guy tells him to kill, tells one of his dudes to kill him. But then the dude, he cuts the rope, like binding Sahara, and then Sahara, he basically starts beating up a couple of them. And then the boss, he holds Ye hostage, and then he's like, open the hatchet and stuff like that. Then they warn them about the sandstorm, and then like the hatches, the escape exit like busts open while in the air, and so Ye bites the boss's arm, and then she grabs her vial, but then she falls off the ship, and then Sahara goes after her, and then he saves her by converting his sword into a giant floating dandelion. So they land, and then they realize, since the sandstorm is so huge and stuff like that, that the ship must have landed somewhere nearby. So then the bandits, and that's true. Then you see the bandits holding them hostage and stuff, like holding the citizens hostage and stuff like that. And soon, like one of the citizens, he's like, yo, I'm not gonna die here and stuff like that. I don't want to die like this. And then apparently he had a flare, and I think he was trying to alert the other time, because they were actually near the other time. You saw us like a silhouette of it in the distance, and he fired a flare into the air. And then the bandit's like, oh shit, they must have heard us and stuff like that. We have to get out of here. They're coming soon. And I think he meant, from the way he was saying, I don't think he meant any officials from the town over, because I think he meant, because the bandit, he was well aware of the monsters that roamed around the desert, which were the automated warriors. And so he dropped everything and left the citizens in the desert while they hijacked the airship again to fly off. But then the airship was immediately intercepted by a freaking giant axe, and it was cut in half, and everybody died and exploded. So then we see the armored, the automated warrior, which is like this giant armored dude, and then Sahara, he then goes into action and says he's about to make a tree. And so Sahara goes in and uses and turns his sword into a jite, and puts his mask on, and then starts attacking from different ends, from its ankles. And you see that, like, once his armor is broken, you actually see roots coming out of its body, and you actually see that its legs, like its raw leg, it's actually bark, as if the thing itself was a tree. Then we go into flashback about Sahara and her father and stuff like that, and how the automated warriors, when it came to their core, they're like plants. They're like trees themselves. And after they die, they I guess become trees because and they're able to survive, and the trees are able to survive because of the fuel that the automated warriors are on, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. I think I forgot what the specific name was for the fuel. I think it was fairy fuel or something, like fairy stone or something like that. I don't know. I need to look back. Anywho, from then on, like he begins Sahara begins to start attacking the automated warrior even more, and basically he finishes it off by attacking its head, and it became a full-blown cherry blossom tree. And so then he talks to so after that he talks to Ye, and he asks Ye if he can accompany her. But then Ye's like, no, you can't accompany me because you're full of mystery and stuff like that. And not only that, but she like doesn't like his personality flat out. But anyways, when it comes to and when it comes to then, like, Ye's like, all right, I'll reveal where the world tree is if you come with me as my bodyguard. And basically the two set off, and that was the end of the first chapter. So honestly, overall, I thought it was pretty enjoyable and it was pretty good. And not only that, but it literally reminded me dead on a Trigun from the setting and stuff like that. And this dude, Sahara. Oh my god, I keep forgetting the freaking name. How do you forget the name when it's the name of the freaking story? Like, how do you forget the main character's name when his name is in the freaking story's name? So, it reminds me a lot of Trigun. Sahara literally reminds me of Vash the Stampede from Trigun. And it looks like it's going to be a very enjoyable series from the looks of it. And it's going to be a bit science-based when it comes to the plants and stuff like that. And especially with Sahara and how his weapon works. And why, and not only that, but apparently, like, when in the flashback also, when Ye and her father, they were researching this, Ye's father came to the conclusion when the automated warriors became trees and stuff like that, it felt as though somebody did it themselves. So it could be that Sahara himself has been going around, like, turning automated warriors into tree. And from the looks of it, this chapter, it didn't look like this was his first time doing it. So we have a lot of questions asked when it comes to the character that needs to be answered when it comes to the character Sahara off the gate, a shit ton. We don't know what his motives are. We don't know what why he's doing what he's doing and stuff like that. All we do know is that we love flowers, and there was a woman that died in his arms, I guess, when back in his I guess scientist days. So I'm assuming that this was a person that he loves or something like that, and stuff like that. Who was probably his partner in researching plants and stuff like that. So yeah. But overall, I thought this was pretty. This was a pretty good read for a first chapter. It was a pretty good start. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it'll hold, because it seems like it's going to be more so an episodic series than anything. It really does. But like sort of like how Trigun was at its beginning, and how like a lot of old school animes were at its beginning. Like, they're episodics. Like, they go from town. Like, I can see them going from town to town before they go into like full on arcs and stuff like that, or they can go into arcs off the gate. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for this first impressions video, and I'll see you guys later.